finesse, save, Loftus-Cheek, you are going to get fucking dropped, you cunt! This entire fucking team is garbage. This entire team needs to be rebuilt. Someone called JarradHD.
G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome to a rebuild with a bit of a twist. As you guys would have just seen from that little intro, we have been challenged by the boy himself, the man himself, TheMasterBucks, to rebuild his Wolves squad. I know it was only a passing comment, but I'm at the stage where I am looking to do anything creative, and I think this will be a nice, fun change in the rebuild series. We're going to take over his Wolves side as it is in the career mode series. Definitely go check out his Wolves career mode if you haven't. One of the best career modes on the platform at the moment. We're going to be taking it on only in Season 1. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the overalls and every stat exactly the same because of the development, but we're going to start with the squad he has from Season 1. So if you guys do go on to enjoy today's rebuild with a bit of a twist, make sure you leave a like on the video, and if you are new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. For those of you who have not seen a rebuilding challenge video yet, here are the rules. So the main objective of this is to take a team to the Champions League final. We will be simulating every single game up until the Champions League final, which we will play ourselves. We can make whatever transfers we like. Realistic, unrealistic, it does not matter. There's a big focus on the transfer window, only showing players that we sign, and finally, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. Let's get into the rebuild. So this is the starting 11 exactly how TheMasterBucks has sent it to me, and this is how he had it at the current stage of the Wolves series. A very good side to work with. Obviously, I've got rid of the players that aren't in Wolves anymore. I couldn't get the regen players into the squad for obvious reasons because they are save specific, but we've got a lot of work to do in this save. Of course, the players aren't at the potential or the ratings that they are in Jake's series, so got to do a bit of work, but it's going to be a fun challenge. There's also a few players that are out on loan currently that are in Jake's normal side, who I'm going to bring back now. So Connor Ronan, going to recall him from loan, and that was it really. A lot of these guys that are out on loan right now, I'll look to sell when they come back to kind of keep the realism or kind of keep it as true to the MasterBucks series as possible. But let's get into the transfer business right now. And we have made a big signing as our first in charge of the MasterBucks' Wolves side. We have brought in Christian Pavon from Buenos Aires, which is Boca Juniors from Buenos Aires. Boca Juniors, £30 million for the Argentinian winger. And we make a big right back signing here as we bring in Hector Bellerin from Arsenal. We spend £21 million on the Spanish right back. Now I know that there are two quality high potential centre backs in the squad, but Akanji and Mukiele are both in the high 70s. I wanted to get somebody a little bit more advanced, so I've gone ahead and brought in Alessio Romagnoli, 82 rated. We've brought the Italian centre-back in from AC Milan for 29.1 million. So a solid start to the rebuild. Pavon, Bellerin and Romagnoli into the club. Let's see how our squad progresses halfway through the season, however. So, just over halfway through the season, and I'm pretty happy with where we are. We sit mid-table at the moment. Definitely didn't expect to be pushing for Champions League, but definitely hoped to be nowhere near the relegation zone, which is currently the case. Man City crushing the league. Them and Spurs are pretty strong at the moment, but we've got to focus on ourselves. Can we improve our team during this window? Let's go find out. So we weren't able to make any decent signings. I was considering picking up a backup striker because Martial really has nobody besides David and Weah. But I thought to myself, these guys have good potential. Let's just see what they can do. Give them a bit of game time if we need to. But that's going to be the business done for this window. Let's see how Wolves finish in Season 1. So we've had a pretty good second half of the season, and it's catapulted us a little bit up the table. We finished Season 1 in 7th position, but that does fill me with confidence heading into next season that with a couple of big pickups and our players continuing to develop, we could realistically be making a run for Champions League football. At least that could be a bit of a pipe dream for us, but Tottenham did go on to win the Premier League, City just behind them, and then Huddersfield, Southampton, and Crystal Palace all being relegated. So a so-so start to the rebuild. We're slowly getting there. Hope we're making you proud, MasterBucks, but let's see what we can do with his squad in season number 2. Hey guys, just quickly, I would like to say a big thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring today's video. I think most of you guys already know that I am a massive fan of OneFootballs. Living in Australia, a lot of the games that I'm interested in are being played during the middle of the night, so I've used OneFootball this Premier League season and international season to keep up to date with the results that matter to me. And I mean, with the A-League season just kicking off and my team doing pretty poor, I've kind of needed that international escape. OneFootball have everything though, when it comes to score updates, when it comes to transfer news, injury news, coaching changes, everything. They'll let you know. So if you guys are interested in checking out the OneFootball app, make sure you click the link in the description. The app is free to download, so you have nothing at all to lose and a lot of football knowledge to gain. Thanks again to OneFootball for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back into it. So season 2 begins with a player departure. Rui Patricio is off to Huddersfield for £20 million. And a massive replacement there for Patricio. We have gone to AC Milan and spent £48 million on the signing of Gianluigi Donnarumma. What a pickup that is. So Johnny's loan spell did finish, it was expired, so we've gone ahead and brought in a new left back, and it is going to be Alejandro Grimaldo coming across from Bayern Munich for £37.7 million. And we've sold Courtney House to Troyes in the French League for £1.35 million. So a very big window here to kick off season 2. Donnarumma and Grimaldo really strengthen our defense, and Rui Patricio and House are out of the club. Wow, Luka Modric went back to Spurs. That's big, and that's going to be big for us versing them in the Premier League. But this is what our squad looks like. Let's see what sort of a position we are in halfway through the season. Well, this is definitely a spot I'm happy to see us in at the midway point of the second season. We sit in 3rd position, 9 wins, 7 draws, only 2 losses. I mean, I've said it once, I'll say it again, but I'm going to say it now. We need to turn those goddamn draws into wins. But if we could qualify for top 4 this season, I would be absolutely stoked. And speaking of Stoke, they sit mid-table. Don't know why that matters, but West Brom, Watford and Cardiff all in big trouble. And we're going to make our first pre-contract signing for this Wolves rebuild. It is a big one. It's going to be Raheem Sterling. Next season, he'll be coming in and playing left wing for us. I'm going to keep Tony Martial at the striker spot. He'll be replacing Diogo Jota. And welcome next season to the club, Raheem Sterling. So just the one signing of Raheem Sterling for this window. He's going to take our squad to the next level next season. But let's see how season 2 concludes for the guys from Wolves. We came so close to winning the goddamn Premier League title. 2 points behind Tottenham. Honestly, I did not expect us to do that well, but we have qualified for Champions League next season, which is the number one thing. Very interested to see how we go next season. It's a weird looking top 4 really. It's ourselves, Spurs, City and Everton. A lot of the big clubs down in those 5 to 8 sort of spots. But I'm happy that we're playing Champions League football in season 3 with Sterling coming in. I really don't know what to expect, but Aston Villa, Cardiff City and West Brom all got relegated. And we did manage to win the FA Cup as well. How good is that? And we lost the Carabao Cup final to Manchester United. We have had an incredible season. Barcelona win the Champions League final over Bayern Munich, and Chelsea won the Europa League over Lyon. So I'm over the moon with the performance we've put in this second season. Champions League now for season 3. Who knows what the future holds? We've signed a world-class centre-back here to kick off season number 3. It is going to be Jose Maria Jimenez, £63.7 million from Atletico Madrid. That is a big signing, and I mean, our side is giving me a little bit of hope that we could go very deep in the Champions League this season, which would be astonishing. And we have sold Ruben Vezo to Manchester United for £19.2 million. Another player departure here, well, two player departures. The first one is Daniel Amati heading off to Borussia Dortmund, and the second one is Ivan Cavallero off to Brighton and Hove Albion. A massive signing here. We have splashed virtually the rest of our budget as we bring in Mauro Icardi from Chelsea for £127 million. That is just too much money, but I do not care at the moment. So a full-on transfer window here. Jimenez and Icardi into the club, whilst Vezo, Cavallero and Amati are out of the club. And I mean, with the Champions League group stages coming up and a side looking like this, there is no reason, with a lot of players still growing, that we can't go deep in the tournament. Let's see what Season 3 has in store. Let's see our group. So we've been put into Group D of this season's Champions League with a pretty tough group ahead of us, featuring obviously ourselves, then Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan and Anderlecht. So I don't know what to expect. I would hope we get through the group stages, but we all know how crazy FIFA's simulation system is this year. I'm getting a little bit worried, but I'm hopeful. Let's see how it goes. You are kidding me. We have finished in third position in the group, and we're not going to be in the knockout rounds. We're going to be dwelling in the Europa League for the remainder of the season. Hopefully we can go deep in the Europa League, but that's frustrating. I knew that there was something, like this was going to be a very tough group. Obviously Anderlecht well off the pace, but we finish outside the qualification zone and we don't make it to the round of 16. So now we need to make sure we qualify for Season 4. And I mean, this season has been terrible all around so far. We're halfway through the season and we're sitting in 9th. We need a big effort for the second half of the season. Hopefully we can win the Europa League, or hopefully we can go on a mad winning run in the Premier League. I mean, we're only 7 points off of top 4, so it's not unbelievable yet, but everything is going wrong in Season 3. And I mean, given our over-the-top spending spree in the summer, we weren't able to bring anybody in, but surely this squad is good enough to get us Champions League qualification. I mean, our lowest rated player in the starting 11 is 85 rated, which is mental. Let's get back to the Champions League and get ourselves deep into it in Season 4. Oh dear, we have finished 4 points out of Champions League qualification. And unless things have gone our way in the Europa League, we will not be playing Champions League football in Season 4. Man City get back to their winning ways. They win the Premier League title. And it's going to be Nottingham Forest, Burnley and Leeds all relegated. We have managed to win the Community Shield at the start of the season, 2-1 over Spurs. Man City win the FA Cup. Tottenham win the Carabao Cup. Manchester City win the Champions League, so they've had a fantastic season. The treble for the City. Yes, get in there! We win the Europa League 3-2 over Napoli, which means we will be playing Champions League football next season. Thank the stars for that. Thank the Lord for that. That is incredible. Thank God. I'm so... Oh, God. It would have been embarrassing if we didn't play Champions League football. We got so lucky. Not that one, but the quarterfinals and semis, we won on away goals rule. And then, we absolutely destroyed Sevilla, but I'm stoked over that. Champions League football in season number 4 again. So Season 3 was looking like a bit of a crisis. Thankfully, the boys clutched up in the Europa League, and that gives us another opportunity to get past the group stages in season number 4 with the TheMasterBucks Wolves. We start this 4th season with a player departure. Fernando is off to Liverpool. We have sold the defensive midfielder for £13.1 million. And we've sold Danny Bath to Huddersfield for £2.15 million. And we are selling Adama Traore to Lyon for £28 million plus a 5% sell-on clause. A huge midfield signing. We are bringing in Saul to the club. the Spanish 90 rated midfielder signs to Wolves for £95 million. So right now I think we have one of the best teams I have ever built, like in rebuild history. But there is one glaring problem, and that was that we had no backup goalkeeper if anything at all happened to Donnarumma. So we've gone ahead and we've brought in Sergio Rico. Still a bit of room for the Spaniard to grow, and we've spent £31.1 million on him. A big window. Saul and Sergio Rico into the club. Fernando, Bath and Adama Traore out of it. And I mean, that is insane. Grimaldo and Bellerin, 86 rated, are our two lowest players. We've got Donnarumma well into the 90s, same with Saul. I'm excited for this fourth season, but let's see if we can actually get out of our group for a change. Get in there, we top our group, and compared to last year, we absolutely killed it. Wait, I didn't even, I don't think I showed you guys what our group was in the first place. My bad. Well, we had Villarreal, Besiktas and Schalke. It's going to be a tough ask, but I gotta say, I think we're going to get through it. I think we're going to get 6 games played. I think we're going to get 4 wins. I think we're going to get 2 draws. And I think Villarreal is going to come through with us. Not sure why I say that, but I think it might happen. Oh look, it happened. Terrible acting. But we're through to the round of 16, and we're going to be versing Barcelona. Oh dear, Barcelona. Out of all the teams we could have faced, we faced one of the best teams in world football. That's really going to show us what sort of a campaign we're in for. And halfway through the Premier League season, we are on absolute fire. 7 points clear at the top of the table. All that we need is to make sure that Champions League football is guaranteed again for Season 5 if we can't win it this season. So no real surprise that after our busy business in the opening window, we've done none in this January window, but this side is honestly, it is something else. It's going to be a test against Barcelona. If we can get through Barcelona, I will have so much optimism for the remaining games. Let's see how we go though. It's a big challenge. Alright, so it's time for the first leg now. We travel away to the Camp Nou. Full strength starting 11, 92 rated Donnarumma now, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. Let's see what we can do. We get an away goal in the 5th minute. Mauro Icardi scoring against the side he played for before. Before he signed for Inter Milan. He used to play for Barcelona, and he's given us an away goal. Luis Suarez getting on the scorer sheet though, and tying this one up. Come on, another away goal would be Dreamland. They go in front though. Cucurella making it 2-1. That is not good at all. That's really not good. And it's going to be 2-1 in Barcelona's favour, headed into the second leg. Alright, here we go. It is time for the home leg now. Come on, we need to score. We've got an away goal, but Barcelona are currently up 2-1. If we can get a goal here, we will go in front on away goals rule. Very nerve-wracking stuff. We don't want to go out in the round of 16, but Barca have quite a good side. Icardi getting us in the lead though. We're ahead on away goals rule. That is what we want to see. If it stays like this, we go through, but there is a long way to go. I would love if we could get a second goal here. 20 minutes to go. Please hold on. Please hold on. Come on. Into the last few moments. Please. Yes. There it is. We get past a huge boulder, taking down Barcelona. 2-2 on aggregate, but we go through on our favourite thing ever, and that is away goals rule. Thank you very much. So we are going to be facing Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League quarterfinals. A lot of the big sides have been knocked out. I'm very interested to see. Also, I hope that we get the opportunity to verse Everton at some stage, because they've been pretty damn good in this video as well. But Bayer Leverkusen, the German side, are our opponent for the quarterfinals. The away leg first is what I'm always after, and we've got that now. No suspensions, no injuries. Touch wood, that doesn't happen again. But let's see if we can get off to a good start here against Leverkusen. They've got some good players like Bailey. You've got to watch out for Leon Bailey, Jonathan Tah as well, a career mode beast. They got Nathaniel Klein on the bench, same with Paulinho. Nothing happening so far in this game, which is slightly worrying. Is it going to be 0-0? Literally nothing's happened besides that first substitution there. We haven't done a single sub yet. This is heading for, okay, we get a goal at the last second. A very dull first leg, but Anderson Talisha getting us an away goal. Okay, the home leg now. Only a week later. taking on Leverkusen at the Molineux, trying to get ourselves into the semi-finals. An early goal would be great. We get that through Icardi, so we're 2-0 up. Leverkusen need 2 goals. Neves gets an injury, which isn't good, but Icardi does step up and get a penalty, which puts us 3-0 in the lead. Surely that's going to get us through to the quarterfinals or the semi-finals. Neves comes off. Hopefully our captain is not out for too long. Martial surely secures our spot into the semis. There it is, Saul putting the cherry on top. A complete demolition job of Leverkusen. We need to hope now that Romagnoli doesn't get suspended, Neves doesn't get suspended, and Neves doesn't get injured. But it's 5-0 on aggregate against Leverkusen. Ah, shit. Our captain is out. Torn groin 6 weeks for Ruben Neves. He was suspended regardless, and so is Romagnoli. So, yeah, the first leg of the semis is going to be real rough. So we have been drawn up against Inter Milan in the Champions League semi-finals, trying to get ourselves to the final to face either Juventus or Everton. At the moment it's looking like Juve, they're 3-1 up, but we've got to focus on ourselves. No Romagnoli for the first leg, no Neves potentially for the rest of the season. I think if we make the final, he might be back for that, but no Romagnoli and no Neves. A big challenge here. Let's see how we go. And I mean, we have been absolutely blessed in today's rebuild, at least for this 4th season, where we've had the away legs up first for every single game. It's just a real big preference for me. But let's hope our luck doesn't run out. Inter have a very good side. They got players like Havertz, Werner, and Havertz does give Inter the lead, which isn't good at all. We need to get ourselves, there it is, I was about to say we need to get ourselves an away goal. Saul does do that. Icardi misses a big penalty, which would have come up trumps against his old side. That would have been so valuable. A second away goal would have been massive. Havertz puts them 2-1 in front. Saul gets us a late equaliser. That's 2 away goals for us. I'll definitely take that. You wish, lads. You bloody wished. Alright, here we go, lads. The home leg. Romagnoli back into the starting 11. Neves is still injured. We are 1 clean sheet away from a Champions League final with Wolverhampton. Let's see what we can do. An early goal for us would be great. Romagnoli gets a yellow card, but Talisha does get a goal there. They get a goal back. Sterling makes it 2-1 in our favour. Now, if they get another equaliser, we will be destined for extra time. Unless they get another one, which would be a big problem. But Martial does hopefully secure us a spot in the Champions League final. Final 10 minutes. They need 2 goals. Akanji gets injured, but hopefully it does not matter because we are making a run for the Champions League final. Wolverhampton Season 4 Champions League finalists. So we're going to be facing Juventus in the Champions League final. They absolutely crushed Everton. We did pretty well against Inter Milan, but it's going to be a big game. Juve versus Wolverhampton in the Champions League final. And of course, before we can get into the final, we're going to have a look around town and see what else has happened. Tottenham, Europa League winners. We are Premier League winners. Only 3 losses all season. We were 9 points away from that Centurion mark and almost had an invincible season in the Premier League. I mean, if that doesn't show and prove how damn good our team is, then I don't know what will. But the best part about that is Season 5, if we don't win tonight, is going to be including Champions League football. Now, who got relegated? The relegated teams, Watford, Bournemouth, and Newcastle. Liverpool won the FA Cup, Manchester City won the Carabao Cup, and we won the UEFA Super Cup. So, I guess, that's a bit of a stretch. I was going to say, if we win the Champions League, that's the treble, but can the Super Cup really be counted in a treble season? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. So, of course, before we can get into the Champions League final, we have to have a look at our squad report. I've got to say, Donnarumma, this is the first time I've used him in FIFA 19 career mode, and he's 92 rated at only 23 years of age, which is absolutely incredible. I would love to be doing like a long-term road to glory with a side and have Donnarumma in between the sticks. That would just be absolutely incredible. But our captain Ruben Neves is going to be back for the final. The only player out is going to be Akanji, but we've got enough defensive backup that it won't matter too much. But we've got a very good side, an absolutely stacked one. Credit to the MasterBucks for building out a nice little foundation of a squad for us to work with. But let's go and do his side justice. Let's go and win the rebuild with MasterBucks Wolves.
Chasing the speed of sound, got me mesmerized. This light in your eyes has got me hypnotized. Motionless, lost in your direction. Crowded room with you in my perspective. Me and you, a composition waiting to be. We're all in tune, get lost in my fantasy.
It's been a unique rebuild with an insane squad, but is it all about to finish? We're about to find out. Here we go, Martial going through to Talisha, trying to get through. He's going to go for the finesse, but it's lacking it straight into the arms of Perrin. They're coming through here, Dybala. Going, tipped away from Donnarumma, get it clear. Let's just put it out for a corner and be safe. Scary scenes there. I thought we were going to concede an absolute terrible goal, but they're going to get a corner. Crisis is not averted. Now it is. Going to go to Neves. We know he's got a pretty good long shot on him, so I'm not afraid to take a long shot. But we're going to go through. That's a ball and a half. Talisca. What a save from Perrin. Oh, that's a ball. Nice ball through to Costa. Sol trying to defend. Oh, gets the block. What a save, Donnarumma. Bunton Kerr got so bloody lucky with the bounce of the ball. But what a save that is from Donnarumma at the near post. Oh, that could have been 1-0. Come on, we're trying to get a kick-off goal here. Let's hope the shithousery is still in the game. Over the top to Martial. Cutting back around. Beautiful ball. Raheem Sterling with the bicycle. What a start to the second half that would have been. Here we go. Cardi down the line to Sterling. Trying to get past Kimpembe. We're turning on the afterburners here. Sterling. Anderson Talisca, get his foot into it. No, it's saved from Perrin again. Perrin is on fire for Juve. We might get another opportunity though. Saul, going to Icardi. Long shot blocked. Dybala getting through nicely. Going to Piazza. Good stuff from Romagnoli. Come on. Oh, we get it. That's a good ball up to Martial. We get it back. Oh, look at Sterling. Sterling so far open. Beautiful touch. Focus. Focus, Jared. Focus. There it is. Raheem Sterling giving us the lead in the Champions League final. We've been knocking on the door for the whole game. It's been such a close game. But Raheem Sterling, I don't know how he had that much space. Honestly, who the hell is meant to be marking him? Lovely finish. And finally we get the breakthrough goal. 1-0 Wolverhampton. Oh, Costa's won the ball back there. What a save. No. Yes. I thought we were going to concede an absolute terrible goal there. We're going to have a corner here. It's going to be Martial. We're going to belt this one into the area. It's going to come to Icardi. Oh, Icardi makes it almost 2-0. Nicely done from Jimenez. And now Saul's got a lot of space, but he's going to immediately send it to Raheem. Looking for a brace. Good save there from Perrin. Oh, Sterling just keeps it, and I thought we might have been in a little bit of trouble there. But we're going to come through Icardi. Going to Saul. Saul, cut through. Saul, to wrap it up, hits the post. Oh, the outside of the post. In the 89th minute, that would have secured it. Saul running straight through. Lovely technique, but skims the edge of the post. Oh, yes, Talisca. He's won so many balls for us in the midfield with his height. Icardi there. Feeding it through. We're on fire now. Juve just down and out. Trying to run out the clock. We're going to go to Saul. Who's going to go to Martial. Who's going to hit it and who's going to miss horribly. But it does not matter because Wolverhampton Wanderers, the Wolves, are the Champions League winners. That one's for you, MasterBucks. We have taken over your team and we have led them to Champions League glory. Lads, if you enjoyed this unique rebuild video, make sure you leave a like on the video and also make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button if you are new around here. I'll let you guys enjoy the title celebrations. It has been JarradHD here. I am out. Peace.